With Reggie Diller, Greensboro Day School. Reggie, you guys just got through the game with Caldwell Academy, but even more important than that Caldwell Academy game, although the team was always important, I don't want to get away from that. But you did announce last night you're going to attend Presbyterian. Tell us how the Presbyterian plan came together and what made you decide on them. That caught some people by surprise. Maybe others knew you've been talking to Presbyterian for. I think it came down to them, UNC Wilmington, maybe UNC Asheville. Why? How did it come down to Presbyterian?
Presbyterian coaches have, recruited me hard since the July period. They, Coach Nybert, the head coach, he calls me pretty much, if it's not every day, it's every other day. They wanted me to come in and, contribute right away, and that was very key to me. And they have one of the top business programs in the country. And, I want to major in business and accounting. So, over the Thanksgiving break, I had time to sit down and just think for myself, and I felt like Presbyterian was the right option for me.
And was it the kind of thing you're kind of glad to get that decision out of the way, get it behind you now? Get it over with?
I was, definitely glad to get that burden off. Now I can just play basketball. I don't have to worry about, trying to impress another school or this or that. I can just, focus in on basketball and finishing up the rest of my time here at Greensboro Day.
Had the Presbyterian coaches or some of the staff been to see you play already this year?
Yes, they have. They've done a great job recruiting. Everything that they could make, they have been here to see, like right after the signing period. And I didn't sign, but that Friday, they was there at the game to let them know I was still their #1 guy, and they wanted me to come. And, it was things like that was important in making a decision, and that's why I feel like it was the best place for me to be at.
And you look at it, you said it was a factor, you're ready to play, you want to go someplace where you can play from the very beginning, you hope, instead of maybe having to go someplace and maybe sit on the bench for a couple of years. It might be a bigger school, you'd rather go there and play right out from the very beginning.
Yes, going to the big schools are important sometimes, but, I guess I'll do better in the Presbyterian environment, and I would rather, go play the big schools and, try to beat them.
Right.
That's just my nature. I'm a competitor.
You like the underdog role too, probably.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just like being here at Greensboro Day, even last year, we weren't expected to go to the state championship. We made it. We're not expected to go back this year, but, with hard work, we'll get there.
Got to do a different style with Greensboro Day this year. Not too many big men on your lineup, your roster this year. You guys got to be quicker, probably a better defensive team, and probably a lot more contribution from everybody involved. But without that big man pretty much locking it down low, you guys are going to be called upon to play a much tighter, unity-type team scheme this year.
Right. But Coach Johnson, he does a great job with, getting us a great game plan. Coach Smith, Coach Shelton, Coach RJ, and Robert Johnson, the whole coaching staff, they do a great job of, getting us a great game plan, what we're going to do the next day. The practices are very intense every day. With me being a leader, I'm stepping up to that leadership role and making sure my teammates are, prepared. I'm talking more on the court. Coach Johnson has done a great job, especially with this team, with us not having bigs, but we're using what we have to the best of our ability.
And the challenge is going to get a lot tougher as you move on toward the Timco Invitational during Christmas. And then when you get into conference play, you got High Point Christian, you got Wesleyan. You had some battles with those guys last year, and probably looking forward to that again this year. And you may have to step the game up even more this year than you did last year. Last year, you were kind of getting to know these guys a little bit. This year, they're having to look to you to be their man.
Right. And I'm ready for that role when it comes up. We're not afraid to play, Wesleyan and High Point Christian. We're just gonna, whatever Coach Johnson's game plan is, we're going to try our best to execute that to the best of our abilities. And, that's all Coach asks of us. And, that's the least we could do for so much that he does for us.
And you look back at last year, you mentioned you guys made it to the finals last year, right?
Yes.
And that, in some ways, like you said, that wasn't expected. So many people pointed toward possibly Wesleyan being there or maybe High Point Christian being there. But you guys ended up there, and that was a little different than some people had laid the plan out for. And last season, you guys accomplished a lot. You want to see even more this year, I'm sure.
Yes. I mean, getting to the state finals, it was a big accomplishment, just for the fact people didn't think we would make it. But I mean, it still all comes down to, we have to execute, the coach's game plan, and pretty much that's what it's going to come down to this year. I know we're not expected to try to be in the finals, but I mean, everybody on this team, we're expecting ourselves to be there, and we have that camaraderie with our own teammates, and that's what we're gonna ride the season off of.
You've been around some of these guys a long time. You've known John Terry probably forever, Reed Lucas, and the guys you're with on this team, Christian Hairston, and you've seen these guys for many years, so nothing new as far as getting to know these guys once you came in last year and kind of working it all together. Moving back to the college questions, what about what position do you see yourself playing in college? That 2-spot or 3-spot or where?
When talking to Coach Nyberg, he wants me to come in and play the 1, 2, and 3. He's going to probably start me off at the 2, but I mean, I'm preparing myself right now, within practices and stuff. Coach Johnson, he's trying to get me run a little bit more point guard position so I could be ready. So going into college, I probably will play the combo guard of 1 and 2.
And as we close out the interview, I know your parents are probably backing you quite a bit in this decision too. Your dad's been in that sports world for a long time himself. He knows about the decisions, doing those kind of things, and it's a big thing, a big plus for your family. It's been very supportive of you along the way.
Yes, they have. I mean, right after I made the commitment, I called my parents. Not called them, but I gave them a hug just to congratulate them. I mean, they've been there every step of the way. I can't thank them enough.
Well, Reggie, keep up the good work. We'll look for you to lead the Bengals this season, be among the leaders. I know you want this to be a team effort, be among the leaders this year. Good luck as you get everything lined up for Presbyterian, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you a lot.